Welcome to a showcase video for space engineers. What I would like to present is a vessel named Advanced class. It's so called because it's, I think, the most advanced build I've done yet. It's not only built for creative mode. Of course it mainly is, because it's actually quite difficult to use this in survival, as it's very heavy and requires a lot of resources to run it. It's a little Star Trek inspired, as you might see on the bridge here, and also the design is quite similar to an Enterprise NX-01 without actually copying it completely, but it's very close. More or less it's here the saucer section with almost directly attached nacelles. Yeah, I don't think it's bad, because I mean it's a typical starship design, so why not recreating it in Space Engineers? This is the bridge of a ship. It's having 4 stations here in front, and the inner 2 are the helm. As you see, it's running on a very low energy level, because it has so much power resources to function at best even under high pressure with every system's working. You have some stations here at the side with working LCDs, and yeah, it's pretty much a nice ship, and it's quite large as well. Let's walk next into the captain's briefing room. It's somehow inspired from other Star Trek vessels, where you have a ready room from the captain aside of the bridge. And of course we have a captain's quarters attached directly behind it. It's making sense in my opinion, because a captain should have a short way to his ready room and the bridge, so why not using the space directly behind the bridge for his quarter. Oh yeah. Of course the ship has solar panels to get some power from the sun on long trips, because you can't just have so many radium to run this ship in survival quite long. Yeah, and that's a bedroom. Bedroom, living room, and toilet, and of course the ready room. Yeah, even the computers here have working LCD monitors, and I'm using I think it's Modern Times, or how it was called. No, Sparks from the Future. I'm using these neon lights because I think they give a nice touch to the ship. And here you have a control panel for doors. You can just open, close and lock the doors from the captain's quarter. It's mainly security measure. And in the living room you have the control tables for auto-destruct sequence, which is not located on the bridge, but just in the quarters of the captain. Of course, you might ask yourself, what are you doing on a long shift if you need to poop? You can't just go into the captain's quarters. No, you can use the restroom here. On the other side of the ship's bridge, you can see the quarters of the first officer. It's a quite high living standard here in these ships, because they're built for long time duration missions. This is just a bedroom. It doesn't even have a window. It's slightly less comfortable than most of the cabin, but I think you can still live quite well in here. Yeah, of course, an office desk, because as first officer you might have to do some things also off duty, like shift plans and so on. And yeah, let's go to the corridor on deck 1. Here's a little Yeah, a description what you can find on this level. Now this is level 1. These are the quarters of the security officers, because it does make sense to have a security officer located next to the bridge if there's a security emergency case, for example. So he has a very short way and will be there very quickly. For example, if you get suddenly into a battle section. This is the aft gallery. You have a pool table and some gaming machines. Yeah, it's quite nice, I think. You got a good view on the back of a ship here. Coffee machine, so it's quite comfortable. This is like a construction tube or so. You can get here very fast on every level, within seconds, and it might be very interesting to see how fast you can actually get from the entry of a ship at the bottom up to the bridge. The ship is normally using elevators, but these elevators take quite a long time until they get at your level, and it still takes quite a time to get down. So yeah, I think for the presentation of the ship we will do it the more uncomfortable way. It's not even there yet, these things are really slow. Of course you see here hidden lights, these are the red alert lights. Oh, it's there. So yeah, let's take for one level the elevator. Yeah, it's not really that fast, to be honest. Yeah, this is now level 2. Yeah, you got these neon lights here as well. It looks quite good if you turn off the lights. Normally the ship is running with lights on, but interior lights can also be turned off. Yeah, these corridors are quite old mod, but I think they look great. Also many oxygen vents to have good ventilation here on board, and to fill rooms quite fast with new oxygen, with use of a complex conveyor system. Yeah, not really getting... Oh yeah, there's also a toilet on this level here, because not every crew quarter, it depends on which standard the cabin has an own toilet. Let's get here. Now this one obviously has a bathroom. Ah, it's a medical desk, so this is the quarter of a chief medical officer. Also quite spacious with a great view. You're also on some weapons of the ship and spotlights to make it illuminated in space. I also tried to have a certain variation in the cabins with colors. So this is the blue color theme, and others may have red or green. Yeah, it depends. Also very spacious cabin. Not as large or comfortable as one of the chief medical officer, but yeah, it's also a senior officer here, as you can see that it's so large, and also has here its toilet. Also here medical desk, so yeah, this is the second doctor on board, as I think you might need two on a ship like this. Very long missions and a large number of crew members using it. So yeah, it's not that private here, the shower, but I think you can live with it. let's imagine there is a closable door here. And now again a blue color theme. Yeah, it's pretty much the standard officer's cabin. Not that special, but it's quite nice. It has luggage compartments, these cabinets here, comfortable bed, a sofa, a TV, own closet and shower. Nothing to complain about. Yeah, and these are, I think it's, yeah, not an officer's cabin, because it has also beds here, but you can also use it as a family room, more or less, so, yeah. I don't think we need to go into every cabin. Now this is the lowest standard that you can find here with these multiple bunk beds. Yeah, it's for cadets or, yeah, very low ranked crew members. But, oh well. There's pretty much space for, yeah, we have a library, for example, we have these arcade machines, so you can spend your time on board quite well, even if you don't have the best cabin. Now this is green color theme. Yeah, now these here are non-officer cabins. You can see multiple beds in here, but still not uncomfortable. Now this is a light blue color theme. This is green. This is blue again. Oh, we can enter that, I think. Oh yeah, now this is quite a low standard. It doesn't even have a TV, so... Oh yeah. Not everyone can be a captain or lieutenant on board. Now this is more or less, yeah, this educational room like that. You can do mission briefings in here, presentations. You might be able to use it as a cinema. So rooms like that have to exist in a large ship for deep space exploration. What's this? Ah, now I know where we are. Now that will be quite a long way, I think. Yeah, now we're here, storage compartments. Ah no, these do not have inventory. Really? Normally you can find inventory here on the ship, but it looks like I forgot these. Yes, there's nothing in it. Now that's bad. Still need to add this. Now this can be used also as storage compartment. Might add something into the future here. I can now look a little in the engine rooms. Here's an oxygen and hydrogen generator located. And this is like, I don't know, another nice room you can go into for the view. I'll just look at it. It's beautiful to see what happens behind the ship. And here we can see the main saucer section from behind. You can't really go there. You can try. We have helmet on? No. Now you're almost floating in space. Now these are warheads for the self-destruct system. They're located everywhere, mostly hidden. But it's surely not a bad idea to rupture an hydrogen tank if you want to blow up the ship. Yeah, the ship has one or other maintenance tunnel, but they are not too many. Warning, no oxygen. Now, yeah, the LCD is too small, but yeah, it should be a warning sign not to enter there without using helmet and oxygen. Now let's go. Oh yeah, you can drink a coffee here, enjoy the view. Nice corner of the ship. And here it is, the battle bridge. It can happen that the main bridge becomes damaged. So if the main bridge is blown up and you can't really control the ship, this is your solution. It's located on the back, not on the first deck, and yeah, quite deep into the hull. So getting this damaged is quite unusual in many situations. So you can yeah, safely navigate and operate the ship from here. It's not that fancy because it has yeah, reduced functions. You don't have shortcut buttons like on the main bridge. Yeah, it's just purely functional. Medical stations all over the place here. If you want to need, if you need healing. Ah yeah, and this is here this maintenance. I call it a tunnel. It actually isn't. It's elevator. Ah yeah, here control panels. You can. That's the feature I show you later with Windows. You can also close doors and trigger red alert. This is something I don't have. Hey, now you can see the nice neon illumination. Yeah, you still have lights on here. That's what I like about these corridors. But I think I will keep it on. It's maybe too bright. I need to make the illumination a little bit less aggressive. Yeah. Ah, that's where we came from here, from the elevator. Has it really been all here? Ah yes, I closed all doors. My fault. You might have seen that also. Yeah, it's medical stations. And you can actually get lost in this ship. It's really possible. And most cargo containers are filled in here. This is because I want to have this ship at least survive already. That it doesn't make sense using this in survivals, and there's something different. Now this deck has a green theme. It's like lime green. Others would say this is vomit. Yeah, another toilet in here. Let's see what we get here. Here's some screens with changing LCDs. Add a nice touch. Also different doors actually. But we haven't seen the sick bay yet. I might get to it later. Now this is the main engine room. As you can see, it's a very interesting variation of different arrangements and conveyors. It's actually working quite well. It also has warheads here if you want to blow up the ship and self-destruct. Railings. It has 2 levels. This is the lower level. Actually, with consoles and yeah, warp core animation. Another nice thing is on the upper level. You can actually use the shortcuts on the consoles. They do have. You can even control the speed and acceleration and deceleration of the ship, and also the self-destruct, but I think I will lock this console of the captain's quarter. So, but only the captain himself can control it. Yes, there's something in it in the inventory. This one has ice and medkits. Oh, I didn't show you that door. Now this is, yeah, a small cafe room. It's a little bit separated to enjoy a coffee here if you're working on a hard shift. And also cargo containers, for example with ice, if you need to transfer it to the oxygen generators. I don't know what's behind this. Also try to use different doors to give a little more change into the appearance of the ship's interior. Now this is a research lab. Fitting LCD signs. Quite scientific, isn't it? And also a coffee, of course. What's that? Ah, it's a computer core, yes. So we further automation of a ship is in planning. It's already planned, but I need a little time to figure out how the scripts work. Now here's another armory with different lockers. Now what's this? Ah, now it shows. Might be a bug here, huh? Yeah, this mod is buggy. I might need to replace this on the ship. Yeah, it can't be. Damn it. So these lockers from another Space Engineers expansion pack, they work. I might use them everywhere. Ah, this is where we came from. No, it's not where we came from. We came from there. Ah yeah, and this is the second research laboratory, or science lab. Yeah, it's smaller. It doesn't have shortcuts here. It will come, for example, if you want to detect one of a war or something like that, or yes, just scientific functions. I might add something here also into the future. Haven't gone this way, right? Oh, so many doors to open. Let's go this way. Oh yeah. Another room from the crew. Also quite low rank accommodation. Another armory. I think it's the same. No, it's not the same problem here. Because I didn't use these lockers. Just another. This is also a mod locker, but a mod that works actually. Of course, you can find weapons in here, so it's weapons and ammo. Yeah, some ammunition here. Now let's go this way. Now this is must be the port side of the ship. Now, if you're a highly decorated officer, this one might be yours. Also looks like a family cabin with multiple beds. Oh no, you're not highly decorated. This is multiple persons, so not that great. But at least it has a separated shower and a separated toilet and a coffee machine. Came from. Yes. Small control room. Might be necessary to work here if the engine bay is damaged. And also warheads. This is what I said about warheads. They're everywhere. Mostly hidden, but they can blow up the ship quite well if it's needed. Also for illumination. So what's here? Oh yeah. generator? Ah, yeah, it's a generator. Yeah, sometimes you have to see a little of a construction behind the walls. I can't avoid it everywhere. Library, it's not that large actually, but most apartments or bedrooms here have books, so yeah, I think it's not really needed, but that's a nice touch on the ship. And this is the second mess hall, the first one. We might not have visited the first one. Alongside the sick bay, so we need to get up again. Oh, that's bad. And now begins maintenance area, so yeah, you have to go past eating crew members to get here. This is a jump drive. And you see most cargo containers are filled. Mostly with uranium. Because the ship somehow has to work. We have an assembler here, but yeah, the assembler has been installed quite late into the ship, so the refinery is on the other side on this level. So yeah, you have to transport the processed ores into here to really get components. So yeah, might do it better the next time. But yeah, this one I have just forgotten an assembler, so it's located here because he was listed has still a bit space. I don't know where the atmosphere is over. Oh yeah, here. So now we're getting further into maintenance area and cargo area. What do we have in here? Ice. What's carrying this? Ice. Okay. And what's in here? Oh yeah. Uranium. And ores. Ah yeah, because I want to put them up there. Oh yeah, makes sense. So let's go back for a meal. I think this was everything you can see on this deck, and it surely is enough. Oh, what's this here? Looks like a bad mesh or something like that. Oh well. Oh yeah, one goes up, one goes down. Don't want to figure out which does what. So let's go just here and get back on level 2, because I might have forgotten sick bay and mess hall, which is not that unimportant on a starship, because hungry people tend to become angry, so they were hangry. Should be near the doctor. Yeah, the doctor's quarters are over there. And here you can enter sick bay. Has a light green touch like these doctor's clothes. Of course, you got a lot of medical kits here. Oh yeah. Where else to find that if not here? Like an office area here. And different kinds of beds. Yeah, with LCDs that look relatively medical. Yeah, it's quite similar to medical displays. Medical displays is here, no alarms. On the doctor station, quite good. How this is called? Medical station, yes. Another medical station. So yeah, I tried to give it variety. So here are operation tables, surgery tables. as you call it. Another medical station back here. Oh yeah. So, if people get hurt on a planet, or by accident, or in a fight, they might end here, but the capacity of a sickbay isn't too large compared to how many people could actually live in this ship. Yeah, we've already been this way. So was mess hall must have been back here. Yes, but this looks good. Yeah, this was the toilet, and here it is. Main mess hall on the second deck, not the third one. It's a little smaller, but it's definitely the cooler kitchen. Now this is nice here. You can store food in here, no problem. Because I think later space engineers will add something like a food system. So I want to be prepared. So that in further space engineers content editions, the work done for adaptation for later updates shouldn't be too much. Now let's get on the last level, number 4. Yeah, it looks quite technical, and it also is. So you have inventory here, this is ice, not too interesting. This is medical kits and other ones. Oh yeah, this is the control for the brick, of the arrest cell, if you want to call it like that. Another storage compartment. And this is the engineer's cabin. Yeah, the chief engineer really lives quite well in here, doesn't he? Yeah, it's locked, so if you're a bad guy and become a prisoner, you will end up here. So you might want to have a garden or plants or something like that, so here it is. And this is the lower level engineering section. So yeah, if you want to go to the lower engineering section, either you use an elevator, or you go here and see something green. Yeah, this is still empty. Don't know what to do with that. Maybe a larger library or another, yeah, room for your off-duty time. As on the other side here, you will see the chip. Cargo container might be the one attached to an oxygen generator. Looks that way. Oh yeah. This is what it looks like, yes, it's exactly that. So you can have more than just one bad guy on this ship. Oh yeah, another control room. Do I lose atmosphere? I think not. Yes, this is closed. So this is the other side of a jump drive. Shield generators. So this is the main shield generator here. There's a backup system another place on the ship, so if a ship really gets severely hit here, and hull breaks, and yeah, it's getting exposed to weapon fire. There's still another shield generator, but it isn't as powerful as this one. But emergency systems are there for mostly everything on this ship. You have secondary gravity generators. You have secondary shields. You have backup systems for the oxygen system. So yeah, it's prepared for battles. We might go on red alert. Dear God, it's quite narrow here. Can I? I know this is the emergency window shut. Why do I not get the noise? It has an alarm noise. Let's activate the sound. If I can find a reason why it doesn't work. Oh no, I think I'm wrong here. Wrong. Yeah, this is opening, closing. Now it's not day of the open door here. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, and you get out of the ship here. Now this is airtight. If you open here, you have to close above and then open the lower one to safely get out of the ship. And this ship can actually land on planets. I will show you this later. Now why do I have no sound? It's quite annoying. Yeah, it's a Star Trek Voyager noise. I think it's fitting quite well. So this was the tour from the showcase of this vessel. I might end in the bridge here because here you have also shortcuts for most things. Alarm, doors, interior lights, windows. Oh, we can try it out. Why isn't that working? Oh well. Yeah, shields, weapons, rocket systems. How bizarre. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you one thing. Let's turn off a red alert. Red alert automatically activates shields and weapons. But you have a landing mode on this ship, so this is mobilizing additional power because you need quite a lot of engine power to get this up and down in atmosphere. And it activates the landing gears and of course a special alert. Condition blue. It's also, yeah, a reminiscence to Star Trek Voyager. I forgot that the sounds end after 30 minutes. And I forgot to activate it right from the beginning. You see a loop time 30 minutes. And this thing has been active more than 30 minutes because I forgot to turn it off. That is landing mode now with shields on and landing gears activated and additional power. Is there something else to show? Oh yeah, might need to rework this because this is also meant to be activated when condition blue is actually in need, but yeah, I forgot to add these two lights to the group, so these are the little things I still have to do. So this is why I can't release the ship yet, because there are many things these small things, small details that need to be fixed. Like the windows not shutting on command, and I don't know why, really. I don't know why. But let's try it. Yes, it must be a mod bug because it's really working just when you go to open. Close windows, have shutters open. If I go to open, the windows are closing, and this is the error while the command console is not working, so I have to swap it, and then you can emergency shut the windows. Actually, something about this mod doesn't really make sense because it's not stronger like standard glass without shutters, so it's mainly an interesting feature, but it doesn't really help. Only these armored windows here on the side do actually have better protection. But oh well, it's a nice touch, nice to have. But now let's try it. They must actually open once again if I hit this button here. Was it that one? Yeah. No. Yeah, so as I said, there are small things that still need to be fixed. You can also switch between main power, auxiliary power systems. Ah, no, these armored windows, these large ones, do work correctly, so they are closed when you say closed, I think, but these are closed when you say open. It's only these normal windows with shutters that do not work. Let's give it a try. Let's close them. Oh, really? I think this mod is broken. How bizarre is that? Oh, yeah, turn it off. I'm an idiot. So now let's close it. Oh yeah, it's opening. So nice. And room 2 is now closed, and I think they do work correctly. Let's see. Need to go to this side. Yeah, it's open. So these large and heavy armored windows, they do work correctly, but yeah, the small ones just don't. But yeah, I think I need to fix it into the consoles here, in the shortcuts, and then it will work. So I hope you enjoyed the trip. You enjoyed our little exploration of this really large vessel. And what I'm now doing is giving it a look from the outside and just yeah, showing maybe exterior. You can stay here and still watch the video if you're interested, but if it's all you want to see, you just can skip the exterior. Yeah, lights on might be a good idea, because lights here are turned off. Yeah, it's maybe interesting to know that this ship is really actually survival ready. You have a lot of spare parts in here, like power cells, interior plates, steel plates, a lot of steel plates. Yeah, also a little bit of radium supply, steel tubes. Really got everything here. So even after extensive damage, you can repair the ship. And here's the refinery, it's working. Was currently processing. Oh yeah, radium. and ice. And here, yeah, here's actually where you got before. Now here's also ice storage. Actually, you have ice is circulating a lot, but not all cargo containers are actually attached to oxygen generators. You have to do something manually. It's I just couldn't avoid it. It's really a good balance between usability and realism and design. Oh yeah, so I think I'm finished now. Or I have finished now. I don't know how to say it correctly in English. It's not that difficult. It's easy to speak in understandable English that has a quite good level, but a really perfect English isn't that easy for a non-native speaker, really. And yeah, have you ever seen so much uranium? It took me actually years, no, not years, but quite a long time to process this many uranium. So yeah, a last look on the antennas here in the back. I hope you enjoyed it, and in the next video I will go with this ship into a battle, and after that we will land on a planet. If you want to stay with me, just give a like or make a comment if you like it, and if you want to have this thing released. I need to warn you, because there's so many mods in use. It's very, very hard to get this into your game and subscribe to all the mods. But I think it will be worth it. It's a really great ship. So thanks for watching, and see you soon.